Come on, everybody. We'll get started here in a couple minutes. Thanks. All right, good morning. I'm just going to go over a couple of things real quick this morning. S&P, yesterday we had a lot of chop, and we're still in the middle of that, so kind of want to see what happens here. This is a demo trade. I tried to put it. I want to go long uh, on this. It's just a matter of getting the right entry. Um, for some reason, I feel like it might pull back a little bit further and then take off. But right now, we're just in this. It was a big chop yesterday, just up and down, a lot of wicks. So pretty messy. I try and stay out of that as much as I can until we start getting a little bit more of a direction. We had one leg. This is a 4-hour chart. So we had one leg down. We had small move up, another leg down, and now we're consolidating. Um, so I won't be surprised to see a third leg down and come into this consolidation here. This is on the 4-hour chart again, but I am looking for opportunities to get long on this, on the S&P, on the SPOOs. So I would look for areas like 2670 would be an area if price gets down to find support today. It could come down into this 2670. maybe tomorrow. I'm not sure, but I'm not trying to get the bottom of that. I just want to see some sort of resistance or support at those levels to get in on a trade. And if this does come down here and we find that support, I want to see some sort of aggressive move away, and then we'll see to get in on that trade. And then our stops will be, below here. But until we're out of this wicking action, I am going to stay out of this market probably today. If we start trading down aggressively, I might scalp it on the way down. But anything I want to hold will be to the long side. We do have, longer term targets on the downside, but I think we had this nice reaction off of these lows down here. Came up, now retracement. So I'm looking to test the highs is where I'm aiming right now. And we're kind of at that, well, this would be a head and shoulders pattern here. So we'll see if that has any ability to get above that. Equal highs here. So we know that we're looking at those to be retested. So that's what I'm looking at in S&P. I'm kind of got a feeling I want to see what happens on the open here, but that entry that it shows here isn't a bad place to look for an opportunity to get long either. Came down, we took out a low. So this area here is where I really want to fill into. Let's run a Fibonacci on this. Run into 38.2. I'd like to see that 50 and possibly even the 75% to get tagged. 61.8 would be a really nice up target for today if we get some legs on this. All right, let's look at gold. I've been talking about gold and trying to get on a position trade on this. So we came in down to this 1200 level that I marked out last week, and we'll see if we can find that support right there. It might come down a little bit further. If this closes below these lows, I'll be out of this trade and just sit and wait on it. But if you are not in this position right now, this is a good area to look for an opportunity to get long. What you want to see right now is consolidating. So you want to wait a little bit, and let's see if we can get some sort of aggressive move up and away. And then it should give you a retracement to come back down, and then you can go long. And we have just really nice targets. I mean, we have all these equal highs right here that we can target. And that's really not that far above that original entry. And then obviously longer term, we do have, let's run this. It's coming down in the 75% retracement level. If it does sweep these lows, I don't want to close on the daily chart below these lows. That's the only thing I'm looking for. That takes me out of the trade. If it does sweep and it stays up above it on the close, I'll still be in the trade on this. So I'll just clarify that, because it could easily come down here and retest this area. But we just have such really nice targets on the upside on this that I want to try and get long and get a position on this. And if it closes us out below here, it's still, I mean, when you talk risk reward, that's 380 points versus 1500, probably 1600. So got a nice risk reward on that swing trade. CAD swept us high. Still looking for higher prices on CAD. I don't know if it will retrace back down after taking this out. So you want to kind of watch this area, see what happens if you're trading CAD. Australian dollar. We had a nice retracement. Never took out these highs. We still have really nice targets up here. So I'm still looking for longs on Australian dollar. The strength of the dollar is making that trade a little bit more difficult to go. So I'm kind of interested to see what happens on dollar. As we all know, dollar, maybe coming up into this 98.40 level, somewhere in there. But we might get retracement on that first, so we'll see. As far as symmetrical legs up, we still have a long way to go to equal this leg here. 61.75. We had a gap here. It looked like it kind of got filled. But this consolidation would be our target on the upside on this. But we'll just have to wait and see. For the Australian dollar trade, we definitely need to see some sort of retracement on this for that Aussie to get some legs and get up above these highs. And that's really all I'll be aiming for in that until dollar starts breaking down. And then Australian dollar has, all these highs will be targets on this. I'm really looking for this 0.748, 0.75 level. That would be my target for Australian dollar on the upside. So that's all I got, guys. Again, the SPOOs, I'm still looking to get long on this. So I'm looking for some sort of entry intraday price to give me. I'll need a retracement on this before I look for that long. Right now it's kind of tearing up, so we may not get that entry. But the way it's looking as far as yesterday and all these wicks, I won't be surprised to get some more wicks today. Let's see how many. So if we start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 4-hour candles. So I mean, it's probably due for a breakout one way or the other. We had the down leg, so you would think, the direction would be on the downside, would be the most highly anticipated move since we've already been moving down. But so I just, be honest, I don't really know on S&P. That's what I'm trying to say. I could talk my way into a sell and talk my way into a buy on this. I need to wait and see on this. Too choppy. So other than that, like I said, I don't have anything really strong this morning, and I will probably take the day off. I just don't even feel it. So I'll be watching gold just to see if we get a close below these lows and take me out of the trade. Get rid of some of this stuff. Let's see what silver's doing. One thing I noticed yesterday is silver's, making these lows here. So silver's come down and just barely swept this low here. And gold has not done that yet. So there might be some buying in gold. A little bit of divergence as far as the metals go. So just keep that in mind. It's a good sign. It's when I see that, I guess, on like a daily chart, that just should bring you the attention to that pair and kind of say, all right, well, there might be something going on here. And then you need to wait for your confirmation. So I got into this early because I want to ride this up quite a ways. If you're just looking for like these highs, then you could look for a trade, this week, today or tomorrow, see what happens here. Maybe we'll put in a little bit of a swing low here, 3 candle swing low, and maybe look for a long tomorrow if we do that. I would want on the daily candle, I would want it to close above yesterday's open. So really above this 1200, that's where I would want that candle to close. If it does that, even if it's bearish, that would give me an idea that, that's kind of, there's some accumulation going on there. Preferably, I would like it to close as an up candle and then look for that retrace early tomorrow and then see if we can get long. But that's what I would look for on gold. Other than that, that's it, guys. We have the S&P open here in a few minutes, so I'm gonna shut her down so I can watch that and um, see what this wants to do. I mean, look at all these wicks. On the open, you could look for a pullback a little bit and see if you can get another move up. But if you are going long on this, I would almost wait for a close above, these highs here, 2740, 2741. You look for a 4-hour close, and then we'll see if we can get some move to the upside on this. All right, guys. You have a good day. Thanks for joining us. Sorry it's kind of quick and not too eventful, but that's all I got for you today. All right. Thanks, guys.